Welcome to Tan Fan Thursday. I am your coach, Tandra Tanaboli. Today's topic is how to let go of judgment. Let's begin. What is judgment? Judgment is pulling another down because we don't feel enough ourselves. Therefore, we like to point outside and judge. Judgment happens when we don't feel worthy. That's why we deflect by judging others. And as Carl Jung says, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to understanding of ourselves. So in today's coaching session, we'll be looking at judgment and ways to deflate this beast so we can live life in good quality and focusing on ourselves and all the good in us. Number one, embrace the difference. When we're in comparison mode, we judge. If we're comparing ourselves to another person, that person is more in shape than I am, they're financially better off, they're better looking, they have a family, I don't, they're in a relationship and I'm not. When we start comparing ourselves to another person, and we know comparison is a disease, we'll never be another person. We just have to become the best version of ourselves to feel truly happy and fulfilled. But when we get to the place where we start comparing ourselves with other people, that's when we get into judgment. Therefore, we want to pull them down to make us feel better about ourselves. But when we place trust in ourselves, when we believe in ourselves and we know we're worthy and believe that we're worthy of all the good things in life and work our way in that direction to receive all that, to bring that back into our lives, we can eliminate judgment. Number two, it's a mirror. When we're judging another person, we're actually deflecting something that we don't like about ourselves. This is where awareness comes really handy. When we practice, when we're consciously aware of our own actions and reactions to other people, that's when we can heal our pain. That's when we can go back and see what our old patterns are. For example, I was once speaking to this lady, and she's a beautiful woman, and she was speaking to me, and another lady walked by, and she went into heavily judging this woman behind her back about what she was wearing. This woman was on a heavier set who was walking by. And I actually called her out on it and said, that's really judging of you, that you're speaking of her that way. And when we went through the talk and we had a little conversation, I realized that she has put herself in such a tight box that she's judging herself so heavily to look a certain way, to be perfect, that when she sees other people who are not, she pulls them down. The other woman who walked by actually looked very confident and she was very happy. So that's the thing that happens. That's an example that you can use around to see if I'm judging someone, if I'm not liking something about someone. You can ask yourself the question, why? What is it that they're reminding me of? So use it as a mirror. Number three, validate yourself. The more we look for acceptance, appreciation, validation, the more we want to be seen, to be heard, the more we give that back to ourselves, we see ourselves, we appreciate ourselves first, we love ourselves first, the more we validate ourselves and the more we can eliminate judgment. Again, another example is, for example, if I'm on social media and I find myself judging a certain person on a certain account, I ask myself, oh my God, what are they reminding me of myself that I need to tighten? What values am I bypassing? What boundaries do I need to place? What is it that I'm not feeling sufficient enough of? Because we can fall into that hole any second of the day. So you have to be aware of that. And if that is something I don't like, that when I see that I feel bad about myself, I simply will maybe unfollow the person or not go into their account anymore and just go work on myself, because I don't want to be judging another person, and yet I want to find that validation within myself. I hope the tips for today have been helpful to you, and if any of it resonates with you and you want to go on a deeper level and find out about coaching, you can contact me at the link below. And I can't wait to see you all next week. Until then, keep happy and healthy.